guess the lighting isn't that great, so I apologize about that, but I have a little pet update. There is a new rat in the house. So, if you don't know, my brother has a rat named Bunsen. We think they're from the same breeder, and they may even be related. So this girl has quite a story. Last winter, so I believe it was December 2015, my best friends found this rat outside a big mall in the winter. There was snow on the ground, and if I remember correctly, it was during a kind of cold streak in our city. So it seemed that somebody had dumped her, and she was already an adult by that time. We approximated about a year, which makes her approximately 2 years old right now. One of the people that found her, along with my friends, was sort of a friend at the time, but we had a falling out with him since then, so we're not friends with him anymore. But at the time, he named this rat Donna, and he decided that this rat was his rat. So my friends had, I want to say 3 rats when they found this girl, and they introduced her to them. And she did okay. It wasn't perfect, but it wasn't terrible either. And then we tried to introduce Bunsen, because at the time Bunsen was with these friends, because they adopted her from the Humane Society. I wasn't there for this, but apparently Donna and Bunsen had a really big fight, a really, really bad fight. They both just triggered each other, which would make sense if they were from the same breeder and they both had a bad experience, because they would kind of trigger those bad memories. They were both totally traumatized after that. Could never be together after that. Bunsen ended up having to be a single rat because she just could not live or even be around other rats, even baby ones. So she ended up being a single rat and being my brother's rat. Now, Donna ended up being abandoned by the friend we had a falling out with, I mentioned. He went back to the States. Oh, sorry. And decided not to take his rat. She was kind of one animal too many for my friends, and they tried keeping her with the other rats, but after her fight with Bunsen, she started to barber, and this just means that they kind of excessively groom and chew off hair off of themselves or other rats. You may not be able to tell, but she had bald spots on the fronts of all of her legs, and she would barber the other rats, which would make them angry and start fights. So basically, after her fight with Bunsen, she was traumatized and kind of started these kind of OCD behaviors. One was barbering, and one was hoarding food like a maniac, and the other was completely destroying anything and everything she could get her teeth into. It seemed like it was a very anxiety-induced thing, and it was really stressing out the other rats. For a long time, my friends have been trying to get her another home, and they actually found one a while back with this lovely woman and her husband, I think, and they rehomed Donna along with one of their other rats that was one of the only rats that Donna actually got along with. And they were there for a few months, and then unexpectedly their new owners had to move and they couldn't take the rats with them, so my friends ended up back with the rats. And and Donna really fell in love with the lady she'd been with, and so she was really depressed when she came back. And then she wasn't getting along with the rat she had been getting along with anymore. Did you just pee on my phone? That's my fault. I know. I can't focus on you when you do that. So my friends ended up needing to move. They needed to rehome her. Again, she was just one too many, and they didn't have room for her in their new place, so she really had to go. I decided to take her in and try to find her a new home. And I did have some success getting replies. And one person seemed pretty decent, and they were gonna come meet her, and they never showed up. Just didn't even let me know that they weren't coming, and even when I contacted them, they didn't reply, so that turned out to be crap. And in the meantime, I just felt like I really liked Donna, and she really liked me, and she's chewing on my sock. Yeah. I felt bad because she's older, she's moved around a lot, she's had just a crazy life. I felt like, you know, my home is quiet and she really needs a quiet place, I think. And typically, I just want to throw this out there because I know I'll get comments about this, typically female rats and male rats should be kept in groups or pairs at least. You can't fit in there, silly. There's a whole bunch of benefits as to why they should be kept with their own kind. But sometimes that doesn't work. And it just ends up being what's best for that rat. Bunsen, obviously, we think is from the same place, and she has trauma and can't be with other rats, and same with her. But the thing is, she's a really nice rat. She's a very sweet rat. She's really people-friendly. She's so trusting, like with complete strangers. It's just crazy to me. She's not shy. And she gives kisses, and she likes to groom you and hang out, and I don't know, she's just really nice. So at the moment I'm tentatively saying that I'm keeping her, but it's more of like a trial period just to see if it works out for her and for me. And as for her name, what are you doing? So I'm calling her Belladonna right now. I don't really like the name Donna by itself, but Belladonna I think is cute. I just wanted to update you guys and show you guys her, and I'd love to hear about you guys and your pets, and if you guys have any rats of your own. And in the meantime, keep calm and stay shiny. And we'll see you in the next video. Yeah. Goodbye.